I try to do that part in less than 3.
Get the ball rolling.
High speed
Okay, this is the duly posted road committee meeting of the Claiborne Parish Police Jury for the morning of February the 7th, 2024.
All right, let's call the meeting to order. We want to welcome the members of the press here today, and I assume we're being live streamed. You're just recording.
Yeah, just recording.
Okay. All right. Update on the personnel committee concerning the interviews with registrar voters. Mark.
Yes, sir, we had interviews last week. We had 5 outstanding candidates for the position of registrar voters, and it's gonna be the recommendation today from the personnel committee that we hire Tracy Lowry, for that position.
Okay. All right, that's on the agenda, so we don't need to act on that in here at all.
Yes.
Mark, or you want me to step out now or wait till after the end of this?
I think we need to go ahead and do it now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all go ahead.
He's gonna go ahead and notify the other candidates, Mr. President.
You see anything you need to
Oh,
It won't take.
no. That's for the equipment that we discussed.
That's right.
Joanne, you can stay in here, just as long
Okay.
as nobody gets on their phones and, you know, out of respect, we just need to make sure we contact them before they
Yeah.
show up for our meeting.
Okay.
We will, he just gonna look at it.
Yeah, that's what we're doing up there. Yeah.
The second item is a request from Dwayne to purchase a new copier for the office here. Estimated price of $3,615, and that's under state contract. So I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor of that, signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Okay. The next one is a $100,000 LGAP. It's due 2/29, and if I'm not wrong, that's for that's gonna be used for the purchase of that tractor and the,
Side could, I mean.
back wing, what do they call it? Flex wing. Flex wing, it just flexes on one side. And they're convinced that we can use it on our roads, and if we can, it will absolutely speed things up and save time and money. So, we're gonna, we'd like to buy a tractor, it'll take a little bigger tractor, but buy that tractor and a flex wing cutter to put out on our bush hog crew with the other tractor.
From what I understand, this money won't be available until the fall sometime.
Okay, yeah, the grant, application's not due till, the end of this month, so, and you know it's gonna be a while. But anyway, we need a motion to approve this. Got a motion?
Second.
You got a second. Is there any discussion? Are your questions being answered, Larry? Yes. Any discussion, anybody? All those in favor, signify by aye. Any opposition? Okay. Dwayne, what about the seawell?
The seawell, discussed with Reverend Young and everything. Basically, this is on Central Water System. It is, the detention center booster station. It's $15,000 bolted, ground storage tank is in poor condition with extensive corrosion. It approximately affects 600 Claiborne Parish citizens, receive water from that tank, and it will also benefit, their entire 2,800 plus, users of that system. Its estimated sand cost is $87,000 in construction and around $13,000 in engineering and inspection for $400,000. We did Pine Hill, Norton Shop, South Claiborne, and this is Central. And we all know what happened with Central with proposing consolidation. That's where it, that's why we need to go this. And this, directly affects y'all out there. It will improve the water to the detention center big time.
And this is an application, there's no guarantees that we'll get it, but
It'll be, we're going to probably get it, now whether it'll be the full $100,000, but it will probably be at least 60.
I just need a motion to approve it.
I'll make a motion.
Got a motion to have a second?
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposition?
Where y'all know, the South Claiborne spent theirs is the water line comes up White Lightning around Harmon Loop. What we do is get old, have repairs there all the time. So we put a little bit with it. We're gonna redo that main water line at the White Lightning.
Yeah, and that should go to quote and everything within the next 3 months.
Is there you gonna get some state money for that too?
Oh, that's that $100,000.
I think we had to put, I think it's $125,000, we put 25 with it to make it work, so.
Okay.
But it's all the way up to the booster, what's that, the booster right there at March Road,
Yeah. Pizza Road.
Pizza Road.
The next item is what Dwayne was talking about, Miss Leslie Crampy or Cramp, I don't know how you say it, with the connection will be here, in this room probably, unless we have too many folks, at 3 o'clock next Monday. And we need all the jurors definitely to, you know, if you're interested, you need to attend. And anybody else, we don't, I mean, hopefully we won't have a gigantic crowd because then it becomes unruly, but, like Dwayne said, it is open to the public, hopefully just a few of the key figures will come. And since it's not gonna be affecting right now the towns, we probably won't be a lot of interest in it. Item 6, is the initial discussion of the feasibility of forming a parish-wide recreational district. Whose request was this?
This was basically, when we had the discussion earlier, Daniel Bays was supposed to give me the paperwork for the starting point of this. He has not done it. This is something kind of like the water system we discussed, that if at a point in time, the town decided they wanted to diversify themselves of the golf course, we needed something to place that golf course in, and we have to have this mechanism. Like I said, since we have not received anything,
So are they wanting to do away with their rec district?
they don't have a rec district. The only ones that has a rec district is 2 and 3.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, they're not wanting to, but as long as it'd be just like the hospital district, Scott, that hospital district, parish-wide hospital district was formed in the late 1980s, early 1990s, and was not populated.
So what you're saying is that we would form a parish-wide recreational district that would not require any funds.
That's right.
The only thing it would be for right now would be to take the golf course.
If that
Golf
would happen.
course is.
If that happened.
in. I don't have a problem with that. You better explain it right, or you gonna get some.
I've had discussions with Roderick, and because he saw the posting and he had a question. I think I explained it to him as best as I could. We don't want any more on anything, to be honest. But, you know, if by chance this happens, and Mayor, you wanna chime in on it, the golf board approached you about whether y'all wanted to keep the golf course or give?
You speaking to me?
Yes, ma'am. To you.
No.
They have not, okay.
No.
But this is what it would be. But since nothing has been forwarded from Daniel, you know, we do not have to take any action on this.
Let's just table it then. I'd entertain a motion to table. Do I, second, any discussion? All those in favor? All right, it's tabled. Kevin, you got any building issues?
I got some, but, yeah. The clerk's office, obviously, we're going to address, me and Dwayne's come up with a plan, we're gonna go at it a different way. No need in beating it through the weeds here. It's a trial and error, we can't find a leak in that building. Only thing we can come up with is removing ceiling tiles and see if we can find it that way. And I'm gonna talk to Brian and see if he's okay with operating without ceiling tiles on that one side of that building for, might be 5 months. And I think he's ready to get it quit leaking. You know, it's been leaking now since we put the roof on it.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
I'm sure he is.
And,
Okay, but y'all are.
Yeah,
working on it.
yeah.
and when they're down, Randall, scheduled a day where it looks like it's gonna be rain,
Yeah.
and they're sending their inspector over, where they can get up with a flashlight and look and see. Cause it could be in the front of the building and running all the way down there, or it could be right there. We don't think it's right back there because it's coming through lights, which means it's running down
You know,
conduit somewhere.
we're just dabbling money at it, and you add it up at the end of the year, it's costing.
Yeah, no, it needs to be.
And the same roof on Bob's building, and the
Don't
same
think right.
roof on Danny's old office, and the extension over there, dry as a bone. So it's something, we can't figure it out.
So what's going on here with our building? In
That,
the back end?
we've got a leak back there, and we're supposed to submit bids, or not bids, but quotes, since it falls under the threshold. They're supposed to go out for bid by the end of the month. We've got the money to replace that. We've got $100,000 in the LGAT grant, and we got $100,000 in line item money. We got $200,000 to redo our roof and the roof at the, road administration building. But yeah, this roof up here now is 15 years old. And when you get an overview of it, you can see where all the, silicone covering has placed on it. But yeah, this one is going to be fixed, it's just a matter of getting the bids in and then getting it scheduled.
Anybody
And
else,
hoping it comes under that.
anybody else got any questions about buildings or any of that? Kevin, that's all you had basically?
Yeah.
Why?
I did notice something, at night, and we're kinda getting out of it now, but it is really dark on this front area. Right here. We've got the, back lit up very, very well. But, and Patricia brought this to me after the elections in November. I told them we would address it after the first of the year. We need to see about redoing the lights that are on our building right here, swapping them out to LEDs, because the street lamps. Cause y'all know, we're facing a presidential election this fall, and we'll have, late voting at night, and that sidewalks, the way the sidewalks are, it's a trip hazard, and we need to light this thing up as best as possible. So, I'm just to get Mike Collins said.
Mike's supposed to be doing our archway again, remember?
Yes,
He
we're
just-
gonna fix the archway too.
That'd be pretty cool to get that lit back up, that's cool.
When we do that. That's another thing that's coming down. And then, Mr. Burlock is to redo our numbering on the building. If you notice our big I call them big black football signs, they've all peeled off and they're becoming unreadable, so we're just gonna redo that. We're just gonna spend some money on this.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. All right, last item is just a general catch-all. Anything, you guys, the road superintendents, y'all got anything? Equipment issue we need to be aware of, roads?
Just let y'all know, we got that 8-yard dump truck, it come in Friday, we received it. Everything else is going good right now,
It's good looking little truck, is it rough riding?
about like the rest of them.
Y'all wanna bring up anything about what we discussed, or? I
We
mean,
got,
now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
we got one new employee, he come to me the other day wanting to know if he could get a little raise. If not, he could go find a new job. I asked him would it take $1, $2, and he said 2 would be better. I said, I ain't going to. But he's a good truck driver, and like, I just,
Well,
Compared to the
No.
other jobs,
we don't even, let's don't get into names at all, but, we can, I think we just need to, what they really wanna bring up is maybe look into, and I had them, Dwayne and them also compare what we're paying for that position to the other areas, and we're comparable. I'm just gonna be honest with you, except for one parish.
Yeah,
And, the range of salary is what we're talking about. And, so down the road, in our defense, he knew what he was making when he applied for the job.
yeah.
So it's unfortunate, but if he decides to leave, he'll just have to leave, in my opinion.
And
How long is it before he's due for a raise?
About a month.
yeah.
Yeah.
With a 6-month probation deal with
You'll have every employee testify.
Oh, I know, you can't set that precedent.
So anyway, we can discuss that later. We just wanted to throw it out there that personnel probably needs to meet on this and, but I don't think there's much we can do about it, to be honest with you. Well, we did wanna bring it up because it makes their job harder, is what they really want to say.
Yeah.
As you know, it's hard to find employees anywhere. So that's where we are.
In every parish
Every
we
parish
talk
is
to.
having the same
Yeah.
issues.
Well, let's be honest, these guys that work for us, they work for us for a reason.
That's right.
Because they know they're gonna do 8 hours or 10 hours, they're gonna go home. Very seldom are they gonna get called out. And most of the time, that's the ones that volunteer to be put on call, right? They're off on weekends, they don't have any super long days, they get a lot of time off, have a lot of benefits. I mean, they're here for a reason, as a general rule. I mean, they can go somewhere and make a lot more money, but they're gonna work a lot more too.
I know y'all are needing an answer, just basically tell them we did discuss it, and we really went on the agenda for the person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're comparable with the other parishes, and we're just gonna try to look at something later, that's all we can do.
Tell him tell him to be patient, you're gonna get a pay raise in a month.
And that's all we can do at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have something else whenever.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I wanted to let everybody know, and the sheriff and Chief Driscoll are both aware of what I'm fixing to bring up, and Dwayne. I heard wait on Danny being here. I had a call from David North after the ice storm. He called me on a Saturday, and he's with DOTD, my bad. He called me on a Saturday, and, I just tell you, the very first thing out of his mouth was, who authorized you to put them motor graders on my roads? It wasn't how you doing or nothing, and that's how the conversation started, and it wasn't very good. So I had already, discussed that with you, Mr. President, and Dwayne, and a couple more of the jurors knew that we were gonna put those motor graders on the road. And Chief Driscoll was actually working a wreck at that time. The sheriff was, everybody was busy. And it was a safety matter, that we get those roads cleared. I even called Renee Wise, and I told her that we would be more than willing to help, because I'd already got, basically we've discussed it. We've got people that can't get to and from work, you can't get fire trucks to where they need to go, ambulances, medical personnel, it's a safety issue. My point is, I invited him to come to this meeting today, and he declined. He said that he would come to our meeting in March. But, I told him we were gonna, unless everybody here disagrees or says something different, we're gonna continue doing what we were doing as far as putting motor graders on the road, because it's a safety concern of mine and everybody in this room, I hope. He's coming in our March meeting, and he's gonna sit down with us. He went on to say several things, that he was gonna ride the roads that we graded, and I personally, and Chief Driscoll, were with those graders. I personally was with them the whole time. Chad, yeah. And he said that if there's any of the little, they call them tar buttons in the middle, the yellow line. If there's any of the tar buttons missing, or any of the lines messed up, he wanted it to see how much damage it was, and he would have to bill us for it. So y'all are aware
Who's this?
of what David North,
Did you see the job they did on painting the line
Yeah.
South 79? They
Well-
were really worried. I see
That's
us come
everybody.
over. Let me get through.
and, so I just wanted to make sure the full
Drink
body,
fancy beer and do it better than that.
Kevin, the full body was aware of what's going on. Let's sit down in here and discuss it with him. Chief Driscoll, you may want to say something. I know the sheriff is aware of it,
I got something I'm gonna say right after you get through.
and I'm not gonna.
If you don't say it, I'll finish it.
And I'm not gonna, you know, I don't want somebody chewing my rear end out over the phone. If we're gonna do it, let's look at each other face to face and come up with a plan. Cause we're here to serve and protect the citizens of Claiborne Parish. I don't care what they do in Bossier or Caddo. That's their business, but we're gonna do what we gotta do here to make sure we get people to and
Well,
from work and where they
you-
need to be.
Sam, Brian, the deputies, the ambulance drivers, all the fire personnel, they know when the road is dangerous and they can't protect and serve the people of this parish. They know it. And as far as I'm concerned, in consultation with all of these people I just mentioned, we're gonna continue to do exactly what we've done. If they don't like it, they can send a bill, good luck with that.
That's what I said.
And then we'll move forward.
Well, I just wanted y'all to be aware and.
I don't think there's gonna be no problem, per the new governor, cause I was with you last week, and we ain't gonna have no trouble.
And,
No,
Renee
right.
Wise is the home unit director of the home unit.
That's right.
So.
That's Sue.
Oh, yeah, I know Renee.
Yeah.